Tampa Bay Lightning made an interesting move today. They've signed Yanni Gourde to a 6-year contract worth an average of $5.1 million. Worth it? Yes. Is there some risk? Absolutely. The sample size is small. I said that about Alex Tuck, and I'm going to say that about Gourde as well. But I think, Gourde's pretty solid. Now, where there's an issue is this. Their projected cap space for next year, if the cap was $79 million, is $7 million. Now the cap's probably going to go up. It's probably going to be around 81, 82 million, right? It's kind of tight on cap space when you consider there's 14 on the roster that are currently signed for next year. So guys that they have that are on expiring contracts, and remember they have $7 million right now if the cap was to stay flat. Anton Stralman is 4.5 million is expiring. Braden Coburn is 3.7 is expiring. Girardi's 3 million is expiring. Cuckoo is a restricted free agent next summer with arbitration rights. Gauntz is a UFA next summer. Paquette is a restricted free agent with arbitration rights. He makes $1 million. Adam Ernie's a restricted free agent. He's making $800,000. Sorelli and Joseph become an issue not this summer, next summer, so you push that down the road. The big name is Braden Point. Braden Point is a restricted free agent next summer. He has scored 14 points so far this year for the Tampa Bay Lightning. He has been their best player. So now that you've established how much Gourde is worth at $5 million, Point has to be worth at least $7 million, if not more. And the question then becomes, how do you build a team and keep it under the cap? There's a simple answer to this. Trade Ryan Callahan. The pressure to trade Ryan Callahan this summer will be immense if he stays that long. I don't see anybody else on their core that might get... Maybe Palat. Maybe Andre Palat ends up getting moved. Maybe Killorn. On the blue line, there really isn't anybody to move out that's signed past this season. And they're going to want to keep probably one of those guys past this season. It'll be very interesting to see what Tampa does because, again, they're signing these guys long term. The average annual value of the contracts seem relatively low at the time, but it adds up, right? So for next season, they're going to be paying Stamkos $8.5 million. Callahan has 1 year left at that $5.8 million. Palat $5.3, Miller $5.25, Tyler Johnson $5 million. Kucherov goes up to $9.5 million next year. Killorn $4.4 million, and Gourde now $5.16 million next year. A lot of money. And on the blue line, they have McDonough for $6.75 million. And that's when... Where is it? Hedman's on injured reserve right now, but it's $7.85 million for Hedman as well. And Vasilevsky isn't a restricted free agent next summer, but the summer after he is. So Tampa's going to have some interesting math to do in order to keep everybody and keep them all under the cap. Yzerman was seen as a magician with this. If the magic continues when Yzerman's gone, we could just qualify Tampa. And I know people are going to say, well, Tampa, the taxes are lower. Sure, that's part of it. But they're still paying a lot of money to a lot of guys, and they're going to have to move somebody out if they're going to keep everybody under the cap. So it'll be interesting to see what they do from here, but Gourde is going to stay as a member of the Tampa Bay Lightning for the foreseeable future. He's been excellent for them. They saw something in him that they wanted to make sure they didn't lose him in the expansion draft, and now we can see what that was. So for Yanni, he's staying for a long time to come, and we'll see what happens. But let me know what you guys think. Is it as simple as just Callahan goes, Palat? Who could potentially get moved out so they're able to keep Point, and then next year when Vasilevsky hits, so they can keep him and not worry about him leaving the team as well. Be interested to know your thoughts. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. If you're browsing your way through, you just happened upon this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll talk to you again soon.